I'm here. I got happy Sunday. Welcome. Per usual, I got started before I press record. So hey, y'all gonna have to tune in live if you want the pre-vibes, okay? The pre-record vibes, you're gonna have to tune in live. And you can find that link to get the link in the caption here on YouTube or wherever you're finding this. Look in the caption. You should find the link to be able to tune in live with us on Sundays. You know, I feel that some things are not meant to be put on the World Wide Web. So I'm very prayerful and intentional about what I record. And so when we praise and worship, when it's thick, when it's deep, I like to keep it sacred. And the World Wide Web ain't necessarily sacred like that. And so we give thanks. We had a sweet worship this morning with some artists, one being Victor Thompson. He has a beautiful song called Dependable. And the other being All Nations Music featuring Matthew Stevenson and Chandler Moore, the song Yahweh. So those were the two songs we vibed with this morning. And let me not forget our sister India Ari. I Am Light. She has some beautiful music as well. I Am Light and Give Thanks are two of my favorite songs. I remember I was going through something. I was dealing with a transition in relationship. I was dealing with the transition of my mother. I was dealing with the transition in homes. I was dealing with a whole bunch of transition. And oh my goodness, y'all can imagine how it felt. You know, I just felt it was overwhelming. It was overwhelming. And to keep me from drowning myself in food and self medicating myself and drowning in depression and sadness, I hiked every day. Many of you have heard me talk about this. I hiked every day, even if it seemed like it was going to pour down raining, I'm a hike. And a lot of those days I had Give Thanks on repeat. I mean, on repeat, Give Thanks by India Ari. Because no matter what's going on in life, or despite what's going on in life, the highest frequency you can connect with is gratitude. Gratitude. You know, gratitude for the reality of God, gratitude for life, gratitude for every day being a new day to see God work, gratitude for omnipresence, you know, presence, omnipresence, gratitude for omnipresence. Knowing that, you know, whatever you're going through, knowing that it's always working out for your good. You are, you know, you're gonna see it to the other side. Just try to keep your heart light. Try to keep your mind clear. Try to stay in the position to hear the guidance of the Almighty that resides within you, that divine intelligence, that inner guidance system, you know, keeping yourself in that place. Gratitude, gratitude, stay there, stay there, stay there. Because the only thing that takes us out of gratitude is the illusion of separation from God. And also the attachment to the external. You know, Muji always get on us. Y'all know Muji, he hit us hard. He be gut punching us sometimes. He said, what is this thing you believing in? That is not real, you know. Don't believe in that in the external. And listen, I'm not here to proclaim that's going to always be easy. I didn't know that's what we was looking for. I appreciate ease, but ease comes from the understanding and gratitude of the reality of God. Let that ease be the ease that you look for. Be consumed by the presence of God. Let that be your peace. Let that be your peace. Not when things work out, not when you see things changing, not when You finally grateful once God do it. Like, come on, God been doing it. So what about during the time God been calibrating the calculator? What about that time? It was just you that was fussing and fighting. God was on it. That's the reality of God. It knows nothing. It knows no failure. It knows nothing but goodness. Anything aside from that is error. Error thought. That's all it is. So maybe let's switch up our notion of what is easy. What is ease? What is ease except what can be as easy as inner peace? Y'all got it. We got to get bold. Okay, I'm saying y'all, but I'm talking to myself. Okay, this is Queen Yenn talking to everybody. Everybody on the line and Glorious Crystal. Hey, mama. Glorious Crystal, okay? You know, you ever heard of a spiritual warfare? That's what we in now. Don't get caught up in the harshness of the sound of that. But that's what we in. And we are mighty because of God. All right? But when you're at war, there are periods of rest and surrender. And there are periods where you have to stand firm. And what are we mostly having to stand firm with? Our minds. That's it. Our minds. When the last time you stood firm against a person? How did that go? Okay. A long argument, both of y'all tired, you're mad, you're probably about to fight. Didn't really get you nowhere. And if you feel like it did, it didn't. It didn't get you nowhere like you standing firm in the reality of God. So no matter what it looked like, no matter what folks saying, proclaim what God has spoken to you in that situation, in that circumstance, whatever it may be. Hold that affirmation in your mind's eye, in your heart, and see won't God come through. Maybe not how you feel like God should come through, or how you had it scripted out in your head and in your mind's eye. But how many of us have has gone through something, a circumstance or situation? You had a vision of how you wanted it to work out. It didn't work out that way, but oh my goodness, how sweet it worked out for you. If you never experienced that, keep on keeping on, baby. You're going to experience it. And every time you experience it, you become more faithful, more trusting, more surrendered, because you know that the reality of God and the divine plan over your life, by default, it comes with victory. We are privileged to see the tip of the iceberg of what God got in store for us. Just enjoy that. Don't attach to it. Just enjoy it. It's just giving you a little something to be like, hold on, I got you. Okay? Sit in that imagination of God working it out. But don't attach to it. Just enjoy it. Like, ooh, yeah, that would be nice. And ooh, that would be nice. But God, I'm grateful for what it is and eager for more. You know, don't be all like, ooh, I gotta get this. Stop. You're setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up. Somebody said, I'm experiencing currently in my life. His plans are most definitely better than mine. Oh, listen. Woo, come February, I got a story to tell y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting on it. It's marinating in my soul. It's getting better and better as it's marinating. Plans way better. Couldn't even make it up. Just like I would have never even thought to go that direction. God, okay. I surrender all. I surrender. All right, y'all. Give thanks. Let me offer a quick prayer. We give thanks for this moment in time together on this beautiful Sunday, a day for introspection, a day to go in, a day to connect with our personal power, connect with our inner guidance system, connect with our inner voice. We give thanks for the privilege of being divine beings, spirit-led, spirit guided, protected, provided for. We give thanks. We give thanks for all that is in the present, that which we do not see, that which we have experienced in what we call the past. We give thanks for it all. For we know everything is always working out in our favor. Everything is always working out in divine order. We speak that we will continue to walk with a light heart, an open mind, a purified soul. We give thanks for the soul food that we're able to get on these Sundays, and we pray that the perfect word will be spoken today that will edify our soul, feed our mind, and encourage our hearts. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, amen. Amen, 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 amen. Give thanks, give thanks. All right. I feel like the word came before the word today. Listen, but I'll at least share what I was vibing on this morning before I came to engage with you all this AM. I think I shared with this group, this group, I just call it a group, this group, something I've been doing lately, and that is asking myself, what's the topic of the day? What you putting your mind on today? What's the sentence of the day? And what I had in mind for this morning that I can vibe on for the rest of the day is be consumed by the desire to be in presence. Be consumed by the desire for presence. Be consumed by the desire to be in the presence, to realize presence, to become one with presence. And so I began to just think about this idea of presence, the presence of God. We say omnipresent. I was looking at my natal chart the other day, doing my devotion time. I was inspired to look at my natal chart. And I think I was looking at my Chiron, which Chiron gives some level of insight on kind of the grand lesson of your life, the grand plight of your life, you know, what you may have to deal with and learn from throughout your life. That's in the Chiron. It can speak to that. And it talked about embedded emotions, you know, and us Cancers, sun, my moon is Virgo, but my sun is Cancer. So that's my representative in the world. So my representative in this world knows how to quickly bury emotions, especially before I really started to understand God and really walk in spirit and truth. My way of coping was to just bury emotions, not process them, not reconcile with them. You know, I talk about processing and reconcile with your emotions because emotions, feelings are messengers. They're telling you something. And it's not for you to carry with you these emotions. They're just to speak to you, show you something, and then let you move forward. But I know there has been times, a period of time in my life where my coping mechanism was to just bury it. And so I've done a lot of healing work over my time, you know, over the last 12, 15 years. I've done a lot of inner child work, healing work, reconciling, learning, growing, expanding, giving thanks. But I sat with myself that day that I was reading that and I said, can I identify any buried, small or large, emotions that may be in my subconscious that's creating certain thoughts, that's creating certain feelings? And the only thing I said, you know, I don't hold any resentment. I don't resent anything. I give thanks. I can say that. I'm not mad at anything. I ain't got time, child. I ain't got time to be mad at nothing. I ain't mad, child. Whatever. I ain't mad at all. All right. I can't say I'm carrying any sadness, not carrying it. Sometimes I feel some sadness. Sadness means that you feel like you've lost something. Sometimes I feel a little sad. Maybe in certain instances where I'm dealing with people or things, but I don't carry it. It's not something I carry. But one thing that once I sat for a while and I started to ask myself, well, do you ever get that kind of, it's a feeling that you get in your gut, almost like a dread or like some kind of just gut that you just don't feel right about it. I do. I could say I do often. What's that feeling? I ask myself, because I do feel that feeling often. And I just push past it or move past it or use up my affirmations or use my breath. My breath is my go-to. And that emotion was fear. Fear. Fear is one of those seeds that I realize, I can just speak for myself, but I'm pretty positive that this is the truth for many, 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 many others. Fear is one of those things that has been planted, seeds of fear has been planted in us, like people would throw out the seeds if they're planting grass. They get a handful of those seeds and just, that's how I feel fear. The seeds of fear has been planted in many of us over our lifetime. Fear of the unknown, fear of the world, fear of Black people, fear of hood people, fear of going broke, fear of, not making it the next day, fear of what you're going to eat tomorrow, fear of what's going to happen in the next 5 years, fear of what's going to happen in the next 10 years. Am I lying? Can anybody resonate with that? Fear of death, fear of failure, fear of somebody not accepting you, fear of losing your loved one, just fear. And then it is watered and fertilized, starting even in the school system early, by giving you standards to live up to. And if you don't live up those standards, then you're not accepted. If you don't live up to those standards, then you won't be successful. If you don't live up to those standards, then you're not being validated. So now you get fear of failing, fear of failing the test, fear of making the teacher mad, fear of not being good enough for your mom and your dad, and fear of not getting the prize for student of the month, fear of not being, I mean, come on, y'all, fear, all those are seeds of fear. And it just piles on. By the time you get up to middle school, fear that you won't make it to high school, fear that you won't make it to the next grade, fear that you won't. I mean, I'm just thinking about how because school took up a lot of our time. And in indigenous cultures, school and education was something much deeper than this. I ain't gonna say it, Lord. I'm mad about it. I might cuss. Let me stop. Yeah, I almost cussed just now. Lord help me. Oh, Lord help us. Education. Lord help us. Lord help us. I done learned more in self-study than I have in a long time. Whew. Being educated by the non-educated. We give thanks for teachers, but they non-educated just like we are, miseducated just like we are. They did the best that they could. Got masters in miseducation. I have my master's and my PhD in miseducation. Lord help us. Ain't no digs on my PhDs and master degrees and BSs and BAs and all of that here. I got a few on my wall right here in the office. Erica say took up a lot of time, 20 plus years. Listen, deeply miseducated. watering the seeds of fear. Never really. What if we had a, can y'all imagine us having a master's and a PhD in God, in the understanding of God, in the understanding of our relationship with God, in the understanding of our oneness with God and presence, a master's and PhD in consciousness, in awareness? Can you imagine? We'll all be Mujis. We all are Mujis, but I mean, I'm just saying. Goodness. Masters in miseducation, sis. PhDs. So all of that being watered. We come out of high school, making decisions over our life from fear, going into careers that we don't love, we don't like, out of fear that we won't be able to make it, going into relationships and going into making decisions over our family lives, making decisions over our children's lives from a place of fear. Listen to that. Fear is just watered subtly, subtly. I sat in devotion and thought about this. Like, where is this fear from that I can't seem to get my finger on? Through the study, I've studied fear. I've looked at fear in all type of cultures. How does it show up in the Hindu system? How does it show up in Ifa? How does it show up in the Bible? How does it show up in the Quran? This notion of mistrust and fear. And now I understand why fear is what many systems and societies want to embed. Because it's fear that separates you from your power in God. Fear separates. That's one of the main things that separates you from your power in God. Because in order for you to really exercise your power in God, in what we call God, presence, grace, omniscience, the all-powerful, the all-might, the all-mind, that which separates you from that is fear and things that's related to it: sadness, anger, resentment, any type of unacceptance of the reality of God. But you got to know what this thing we call God is. Listen to that. And many of us don't know. We've been miseducated, severely miseducated. Taught that God is something separate from us, gave us mystical stories, gave us a Bible with all these stories that nobody can understand. How in the world a man gets swallowed by a beast and then get spat out and go be able to preach? What does this mean? Nobody ever said, well, what does this mean? We got caught up on, is it real? Is it not? Are you Christian? If you're not, oh, damnation to you. We got caught up in that. While truth staring you in your face, if you know how to read. We weren't even taught how to read. We were taught how to pronounce words, but not read words. So I found this prayer. I said, oh, it's fear. My God, give thanks. I'm working on self, so let me work on uprooting these seeds of fear. Not by going back and going each one at a time, digging it up. No. God is all powerful. It can be one sweep of the mind, sweep of the heart, sweep of the soul that dissolves all of that fear. And we who believe or follow truth teachings, we know that we do that through prayer, meditation, and affirmation. Okay? So I found me a good old prayer out of Effectual Prayer, the book Effectual Prayer. Those who are members of my Thrive group, my transformational circle, we did a study on this book. This was one of our book studies. If you don't know about OU memberships, one of the memberships is the Thrive group, our transformational circle. We do a lot of book studies. So this book, but this is for y'all. Y'all can grab this. Hey, you know, I ain't gonna hoard no knowledge. I ain't gonna hoard nothing good. Effectual Prayer is the name of the book. I think if one of the members who are on, shout out to all of the OU Thrive members, Immerse members, I see y'all on here. And my Thrive members are on here. I see some of my Align members. I see some of my Learn members on here. Give thanks. And for all of my family, I call y'all members anyway, even if y'all not formally a part of the group. But if you could put the name of that book and the author in the chat room, that'll be amazing. But I found this prayer. It says, I am not apprehensive or afraid of evil. I do not let fearful emotions drive me. I am consciously in the midst of omnipresence, where nothing of an error nature can enter. The Christ of God dwelling in me guides me and guards me and protects me. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. I am not afraid of evil. They use the word apprehensive, which is even more rich because of the word, but I am not afraid or apprehensive of evil. I do not let fearful emotions drive me. I am consciously in the midst of omnipresence, where nothing of an error nature can enter. The Christ of God dwelling in me guides me and guards me and protects me. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. Ashe. So I took that affirmation, that prayer, I pulled out, this is what stuck out to me that I'm able to do as a mantra in my mind. Because when you find seeds planted in the mind, remember the consciousness, your heart is the center of consciousness. Your heart. I read this book called Cosmic Heart by a heart surgeon who became he started to practice consciously. I loved it. Elder guy, he's in his 70s, I want to say. He wrote this book, beautiful book. Cosmic Heart is the name of it. But he said, your heart speaks to your whole body. It literally gives messages as it's pumping. So just imagine every pump being inner divine guidance, divine intelligence, pumping through the body. The blood carries the messages to the veins, to the organs and all of these. So just imagine now. And so as your body is divinely, intelligently doing what it needs to do to keep you alive, the thoughts that you embed in your mind go to the center of your heart. And so if you have in the center of your heart fear, it's literally feeding your body, which if we know about the law of attraction, whatever you got on the inside, what's going to start happening on the outside? It's going to start looking like what's on the inside. And it's not just going to be what's happening on the outside, even what's happening on the inside of your body. Louise Hay, she does the work on the metaphysical meaning of illnesses. I honor Louise Hay in her work. She has beautiful work. A lot of her work is speaking to the way you think, where your consciousness is going to speak to your whole body. And so if you're inflexible, your joints will hurt. Listen to that. Dis-ease. If you're irritated, histamine will grow, will be overabundant. So you will itch, and it could even turn into eczema because your body is trying to dispel the toxicity that the irritation, the anger, the resentment, the dissatisfaction is creating. Listen to that. Isn't that deep? That's God. This is the all intelligent, divine intelligence. It's not doing it to punish you, which the church many times give thanks for all of the churches and the ministers of the world and what they have done. They did the best that they can. But you know, I honor it. I ain't here to bash nobody, everybody. I really do feel like they did the best that they can. Even if they knew that they were teaching something false, that still at that moment, that deception was still the best that they can do in that moment. Okay, I honor that. But a grand miseducation happened when we thought God was punitive, punishing. No, that allergic reaction is grace. It's trying to tell you something. That cancer, that tumor, that pain, that joint pain, it's grace. Trying to tell you something. My God, my God. Whew. No, don't go take the antihistamine. Listen to the antihistamine. Sit with a metaphysical practitioner to say, okay, we can give you some turmeric, some sea moss, some this, but while you're doing that, while you're drinking your sea moss smoothie with the turmeric and the black pepper and the curcumin and whatever else, what are you being inflexible about? What do you mean? You're being inflexible. How do you know? You've been listening to my conversations? Your knee is telling me. Your arthritis is telling me. You're being inflexible in life. Stop trying to control life. Listen now, we know somebody right now, I know we do, who is dealing with joint pain. And you know that they are inflexible. They try to control everything. They're trying to make sure they know the plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, elemental P. They're scared of the unknown. They're inflexible. So not only do they have joint pain, but now heart issues starting to pop up. Diabetes starting to pop up. This is grace. Queen, how can you sit here and tell us that disease is grace? Is it not? How amazing is it that your body can point to some emotions that you're holding on to and you may not even know? How amazing it is. So that which stuck out to me, for me to affirm to myself, speak to my heart. When I say my affirmations, I look down at my heart. I want to know, I'm symbolizing me using word sound power to talk to my heart. The affirmation is, I am consciously in the midst of omnipresence where nothing of an error nature can enter. I am consciously, meaning it's in the front of my mind that I'm in the midst of omnipresence where nothing of an error nature can enter. These are truth teaching words. These are truth unity words. But when they say error, meaning anything separate from the reality of God, it can't even enter. Evil, it said, I am not apprehensive of evil. Evil is error thought. That's what evil is. It's any thought separate from the reality of God. It creates evil. It creates error in your life. Let's break it all the way down. Evil. You want to know some examples of it? Get your boots on, because I'm about to step on some toes, I think. Worry, anxiety, fear, anger, sadness, resentment, insecurity, powerlessness, depression. This is not right or wrong. We're not talking about right or wrong here with Queen. We are human. You know, people deal with anxiety. You saying they evil? I didn't say they are evil. I'm saying that the anxiety that they experience is evil. This is what we're talking about when we talk about evil. It's devilish. It's hellish. Is it not? Anybody ever experienced anxiety attack? It's very hellish. It wreaks havoc on your body. It wreaks havoc on your mind. It takes your breath away. Do you know what the breath is? The breath is the spirit of life. I've experienced anxiety attacks. severe ones. And you know what sparked it? Error thought, mind attacks. Thinking about this. When that happens, your body reacts. It gets your attention, giving thanks for grace in the body. Ain't nothing gonna get your attention like something stopping your breath. Oh, you gonna stop. Let me just stop you. Let me just get, okay, stop. Prayerfully, once you get your breath back, you can get some support and get in your mind. Come on, let's get your mind. Come on. If you experience anxiety attacks, panic attacks, severe anxiety in your life, I urge you to get support. The way that OU Ministries, myself, I offer support is coaching, energy clearings, personal meditations to help clear your chakras. Book your sessions, get your help, okay? You don't have to live a life like that. You really don't. And that's a hellish life. I've experienced it in my life. Depression, I've experienced it. We are here to experience the glory of God. We are children of God, made in its likeness. Okay? So this power, this might that I'm talking about of this thing we call God, it resides in us. If we remember it as we walk about our lives and our territory, facing our circumstances and situations and our journey, we can experience it firsthand. We all have the capacity to do that. We all have it. But we must consciously, I am consciously in the midst of omnipresence where nothing of an error nature can enter. We must keep that in our minds. Be conscious of omnipresence. One more thing before we go into our heart lightning meditation for today, I want to share with you presence. I want to share with you the etymology of what we're calling presence here. If you can bear with me, it's the teacher in me, y'all. Y'all know I can't even deny an opportunity to teach. Bear with me. Okay. By the way, I use truthunity.net for my metaphysical Bible dictionary, which also you can purchase one in physical form. I don't know if y'all can see me, but I like to use the website because basically it has easy access to what's in here. And it also has interpretations by different ministers of truth. And so it's a powerful thing. Presence. Listen to this. This is the presence of God. Omnipresence. Let's look at presence of God. Presence of God is the awareness of spirit within one's own being, and it manifests as increased life, peace, love, and a deep sense of spiritual joy. That's presence. The presence of God. Can we see that? I'm trying to expand it, but it's not doing. Let me see if I can. For some reason, I can't use my fingers to expand it anymore. Okay. Yeah, it's not doing it. The awareness of spirit within one's own being. It manifests as increased life, peace, love, and a deep sense of spiritual joy. That's omnipresence. Presence, the presence of God. And omni means it's all around me, it's all within me, it's through me, it's around me. This presence, the Spirit of God in me, and it's backing up the life, the peace, and the love and joy. That's what it manifests as in you. Now I'm going to build on this in our Wednesday session this week, and then our shut-in on Saturday for the Thrive members. And by the way, Thrive and Immerse members are invited to our shut-in that we're having this weekend. this Saturday coming. But we're going to build on what is really life, what is really peace, what is that love we're talking about here, and what is that spiritual joy, because it's all founded in your understanding of the reality of God and your acceptance of it. And that takes a whole lot of self-sacrificing, because these things right here, ooh, these eyes, these ears, oh my goodness. You got to shut your eyes sometimes. Just close your eye. Don't even go to sleep. Just go to Abraham Hicks say, if you can't slow the momentum down, go to sleep. As a matter of fact, it was somebody else that said sleep. I think it was either Muji or it was a Buddhist priest that I was reading about. He said one of the biggest remedies is sleep. Sleep. Read, say some affirmations, do some prayers, feed your soul, then go to sleep. So and let the subconscious, let it work in your subconscious. Okay, don't even try. Because a lot of times we looking around, we're throwing us off everything we see. Oh, but it don't look like it. That's why during the prosperity challenge, one of the challenges was the members was mad at me. Some of them, they weren't mad. They were just like, what? I said, take your bank app off your phone. Huh? You shouldn't have to look at your bank account every day. What do you mean? That is irresponsible, Queen. Because I know why you're doing it. And it's feeding fear. It's feeding worry. It's feeding control. It's feeding that take it off. So you can fully surrender. You got enough sense to know you shouldn't be in that Target spurging. Not Target. You know full well you shouldn't be spending $100 on dinner right now. You know it. You know naturally. You ain't got to look at no bank account. You can feel it in your soul. I shouldn't be buying this lunch. You shouldn't. So don't. You don't need to check your bank account. Take it off your phone. All right, y'all. Give thanks for the word today. What is the word? What is the word today? What have we taken away from today? Oh, so rich. We give thanks. I give thanks for the affirmation from my heart to dispel and dissolve all fear. I am consciously in the midst of omnipresence where nothing of an error nature can enter. That is what covers me in my life. So whatever God leads me to do in my life, whatever God is leading me to manifest in my world, to be a steward over in my territory, God got me. I'm protected. Just imagine walking like that. You don't have to worry, no matter what it looks like. Like, you don't have to worry. What it looks like is no concern to you. Okay. I'm grateful to say I've been able to move towards that place more and more as the days go by. I give thanks for that. I give thanks for that. You know, just remembering that presence. Okay. Spirit resides within you. All right. Spirit is always speaking to you. It's always leading and guiding and calibrating. Okay. And it's not this mystical thing. It's just, you know, we call it the law of attraction. We call it the law of cause and effect. We call it that. But the Bible in its language says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So that which you speak, that which you express in your being as a desire, as a goal, as a mission, as a vision, as a whatever it may be, speak it and it is so. It's calibrating for you. It's law. As you're doing it, don't let them eyes and them ears mess you up. Start having error thoughts come in your mind, because then you're going to subtly and sometimes blatantly speak against what you desire for your life. You speak against it. Don't blame nobody else. It's us. Okay? That's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. No, Queen, I can tell you who it is. I got a list, a hit list of the people who doing it to me. No. Your words, your thoughts, that's what's attracting everything in your experience. All right. That's a whole nother topic, so we won't go there. All right. So per usual, I would like to offer a meditation. It's 12 o'clock now. So we're going to close with a heart lightening, balancing, centering, chakra moving meditation before we close, so that we can be open and clear and light and positioned to be able to stay connected and hear spirit as we move through this week. And I pray that you would take the word that was spoken to you today. Erica says, that's God provides. Crystal says, know that you know and stand firm. Ross Kofi said, word sound is power. These are words that were spoken to you. Whatever word, whatever resonated with you today, decide what resonated with you today. Take it with you with a light heart, with the willing spirit, with the open mind, putting yourself in a position to be able to experience that. May you experience God providing, Erica. May you experience knowing that you know and standing firm, Crystal. These are the things that I pray for when we come out of these sessions on Sundays. We're starting the week out. And this is the first Sunday and the first new moon of the year of 7. So let us make this week count, the first new moon week, of the year of this year of 7, a beautiful year of a renewed walk with God. And as we renew our walk with God, trust me, your life will continue to expand, elevate, change. And so I pray this meditation really position us for this week, for us to experience God in so many ways, so many ways. All right. So let's move into the meditation. Find yourself in a comfortable position. You can sit, you can lay down. I just want you to be fully comfortable, fully present. You don't have to see me, so I'm going to turn my camera off. You do have to hear me. I pray that as this week goes about, Julia is able to experience fear to propel her and not cripple her, to propel her. Someone said, my struggles keep me near to the cross, keeps me near to truth. All right. So we're going to start our meditations by first just connecting with the breath and the body. So I want you to pay attention to your breath. Allow your inhales to begin to inhale through the nose, deeply, slowly, and exhale and gently through the mouth. Okay. Begin to get comfortable in your space, slowing the breath down, relaxing the body. Allowing those inhales and exhales to slow down. As you inhale, allow the body, the heart to expand. And as you exhale, feel your body totally release. In this moment, release all thought. Nothing to think about. Nothing to consider. Relax. Relax. Slow, deep breaths in through the nose. Open your mouth gently, release the breath. Make sure you're exhaling completely. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Relax, relax. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel your arms relax. And next inhale, I want you to take a deep breath into the belly and hold it for a couple of seconds. And when you're ready, open the mouth gently, exhale. We're going to do that 2 more times. Deeply inhale into the belly. Hold it. Open the mouth, exhale gently, all the way out. Relax. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose, into the belly. Hold it. Open mouth. Exhale. Release completely. And relax. Feel the energy flowing through the body. Every time you inhale slowly and completely, you're filling it with pure, positive oxygen. The breath, feeding the blood, peace, surrender, gratitude, appreciation. As you inhale, inhale gratitude. Exhale fear. Inhale peace. Deeply exhale anxiety completely. Inhale acceptance. Exhale resentment. As you continue to inhale slowly, deeply, and exhale slowly and completely. Surrender. Surrender life in this moment. For as much as control you feel you have, there is nothing like grace. Grace picks up and connects the missing links. Grace works as divine intelligence in your life. Grace shows up when you have no clue what to do, where to turn. Grace, God, is omnipresent. No matter the circumstance, the situation, grace, God, is omnipresent. It is self-existing. So although beautiful to call on God's name, although our affirmations are beautiful, our prayers are amazing, the Almighty is self-existing, even without us, even without our acknowledgement. It manifests as grace and mercy in our lives. Even if you dealt with a situation, a circumstance for years, overnight, it could work out. Time is not a factor with grace. Past is unknown to grace. Only here in the present moment. Presence stays with us in the present. Every second, every moment, every hour. Presence is our reality. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Slowly exhale. Appreciate how light you feel in this moment. As you continue to breathe and relax, feel gratitude in your heart space. Gratitude for life, for health, for strength. Gratitude for presence and grace and mercy. Gratitude for nature and all of its beautiful examples of the reality of God. Gratitude for the sun that energizes us, the moon that stirs us. Gratitude for all of the creatures in the universe that has their importance, their lessons. Gratitude for peace and love in our families and friends. Gratitude for our visions, dreams, that which we are inspired by, motivated by. Gratitude for consciousness, awareness. Gratitude for rest, for rejuvenation, for renewal. Gratitude for creativity and creation and our role that we play as creators. As we get ready to close, appreciate the peace that you feel in the moment and be grateful. Grateful for what is, eager for more, and at peace. We give thanks for divine guidance, divine protection, divine providence. We give thanks for omnipresence, omniscience. We give thanks for our divinity. We give thanks for awareness and clarity. We give thanks for being able to understand God. We give thanks for our lives. I speak healing for those who are looking for healing. I speak expansion for those in need of expansion. I speak love and peace, serenity, harmony for those seeking love, peace, serenity, harmony. I speak connections and reconciliation for those looking for reconciliation of relationships, even if it's reconciliation for the relationship with themselves. I speak that all is well. All is well. All is well. Ashe. Let's take 3 last deep breaths in through your nose. Maybe holding them for a couple of seconds, then releasing them slowly. And as you come to the 3rd breath, slowly come back to the present moment. Maybe by wiggling your fingers and toes, giving yourself a stretch. Hold the vibration. Stay at peace. Although y'all know I can hold you all day, I won't do it. Thanks for that beautiful meditation. My pleasure, Tanya. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Let us close with our Baba Muji, a word from Baba Muji. Y'all know he always give us the perfect word to leave with. Namaste, Ashe. Give thanks for the meditation. Peace be with your hearts. Peace be with your minds. Carry this peaceful energy with you throughout the week. Thank you, Tanya. Good to see your face. I'm glad you gave me a little glance. Give thanks. And thank you, Emily, too. Are you new here, Emily? For having your face on the screen. Thank you. I appreciate y'all faces now. You know, I used to be a teacher. Well, I am a teacher in person, but I was thrust into learning how to be an online teacher to just talk to y'all names. But thank you. Thank you for showing me your face. I appreciate it. Before you go, let us get a word from Bob. Oh, there we go. I see a couple more faces. Hey, y'all. Hey. Look at y'all beautiful faces. Give thanks. Give thanks. Shireen, yeah, you've been hanging with me all morning. I had to stop looking at you because you had me acting up too. Okay, that's Sylvia. Okay, so maybe I got to say it at the beginning. Is that what it is? I see y'all giving me some Okay, Stephanie. Okay, Paige. Okay. All right, there y'all go. Hey, Laura. Hey, y'all. Hey, hold on. Let me flip through. Hey, y'all. Hey. Give thanks. Give thanks. Look, it don't feel no way if y'all got. I don't mean no harm when I say I like y'all names too. But when y'all come into the garden and y'all see me, don't be mad at me when I be like, because I just know your name. I don't know your faces. I be wanting to know you. Give thanks. Oof. Y'all, the spirit is hot. It's heated today. Give thanks. Give thanks. Yes, Mama Karen. Hey, from DC. Yes, yes. Give thanks for you being on too. Okay, we're gonna give the word. Before I give the word, if you are desiring to share a love offer this morning, I'm putting in my info now because I'm gonna close once we close. Cashapp is $queenyenngems. And then PayPal is, I'm gonna remember today. I'm gonna remember today. Look at that. I affirmed that I was gonna remember. I did. My PayPal is paypal.me/queenyen. All right. We give thanks for the love, the appreciation, the support. You know you're doing something that God called you to do when you would do it for free. You feel me? I'll do it all day long. Y'all know I'll be on here meditating and speaking the word and giving thanks and worshiping and crying and shouting and dancing and every day, all day. Because trust me, whoo, God is good. All right. So I give thanks in advance for those love offerings. All right, let's get a word from Papa Muji. Last week he just Okay, well, listen, I gotta read it. I opened the book to it. So here we go. For those who have the book, it's page 97. Someone is asking, did I meet my building fund goal? I'm just gonna say we super duper close, okay, to the finish line. So of course I am still raising. So if you can, whatever you can give towards the building fund. But I am confident, very, very confident that all is well, all is good. I give thanks for y'all for supporting me, for supporting Oyun. I give thanks for the glimpse of the vision for this space, for the garden. And I feel honored to be a steward over this beautiful space. And I look forward to seeing every single one of y'all, whether you got to be flown out to come to this space and be in the garden, okay? I want everyone's feet to take your shoes off and be in this space, because there's some things happening right now. There's some calibration that's happening that is amazing. And so I'm I still have the GoFundMe open. And so you can by all means still support that. If you are on any of my social media platforms, I have it posted there. It's also it is done, sis. I already know it. It's done. And I feel encouraged every day. And it's not a day that I wake up and feel stressed and worried about it. That's how I know it's done. That's how I know it's done. Because there's no fear, no worry, no anxiety about it. Um, but aside from that, like it's so amazing because God got things working as if it's well, God got things working like it's done because and it's a very interesting space to be in because it's like thank you for asking this because I haven't shared a lot of what I'm dealing with this, but it's like everybody who's coming who is ready to like support and give. Like when I say everybody, I mean people with like large sums of money, people who can support in a great way. They're like, we can't buy the land, but we got you on this, and this. So it's like USDA came with the greenhouse and a well and the solar paneling and the, irrigation system for the garden. And here we go with, the city is like, we can give you infrastructure money and blah, 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 blah. I got that call yesterday. Then I got this other company who's a company that collects grant money to endow gardens and farms. They're like, we can't buy the land, but we got you. Once you get, it's like everybody like, we can't buy the land, but we got you and we believe in you. And we, it's like that type of vibe. And so, I could be in a place where like, God, you tricking me or something. Like, what is this? Like how you give me support for everything except getting the actual land, it's like, but it's like, I feel like God is like, no, I'm trying to show you something. And I know what God's showing me. It's like, lean on nothing but me. Like, lean on nothing but the reality of God. Okay. You got to trust, baby. You learn and trust. So I'm being initiated right now. Okay. I realize that I am being initiated because as this space grows over the years, God already revealed to me when God gave me the audacity to ask to purchase this space, already revealed to me that everything that happens with this space is going to be my will, not yours, my will. So the GoFundMe is still up. I appreciate all that anyone can give towards the GoFundMe because it will be very helpful. Every dollar counts. And so thank you for asking that. But just know it's already done. I'm already giving thanks. All right. There's no fear. When I say zero, no fear, no worry, no anxiety at all. It's already done. I'm already planning our spring and summer events. Okay. Just look out for them so y'all can be here. All right. And you all supporting me is very, very appreciated and helpful. Just know that. All right, here we go. Muji got a whole word for us today. Page 97, passage 193. You say that God is love and love is God, but you have no idea what this means. People don't realize what love or God really is. True love is so far away from the limited field of interrelated opposites, from good and evil, you and me, this and that, heaven and hell, right and wrong, life and death. Love transcends all. Love and truth are one. There comes a time when all of these things become nothing, nothing at all. In that moment, you automatically know you are inside God, and God is inside you. You are one. There may arise a laughing, or crying, and all the while you are here, effortlessly, watching like a camera without film, seeing without capturing, being without becoming. This laughing and crying needs no reason or explanation. It is just a spontaneous outburst, a blissful freedom. It is at once the most eloquent and yet ineffable, the early sign of divine madness. I so wish it upon you. Oh, I love Muji. Oh, Baba Muji. He all of our uncles. Hey, Uncle Muji. Okay, I'm gonna read it one more time. Hold on, I got to. It tingles in my body. Oh my God. You say that God is love and love is God, but you have no idea what this means. People don't realize what love or God really is. True love is so far away from the limited field of interrelated opposites, from good and evil, you and me, this and that, heaven and hell, right and wrong, life and death. Love transcends all. Love and truth are one. There comes a time when all of these things become nothing, nothing at all. In that moment, you automatically know you are inside God and God is inside you. You are one. There may arise laughing, 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 or crying, crying, crying. And all the while, you are here effortlessly watching, like a camera without film, seeing without capturing, being without becoming. Ooh. This laughing and crying needs no reason or explanation. It is just this spontaneous outburst of blissful freedom. It is at once the most eloquent and yet ineffable, the early signs of divine madness. I so wish it upon you. I love that. I love that. May we effortlessly watch like a camera without film, seeing without capturing, being without becoming. Ashe. This has been good. I love y'all, for real, for real. I really do. Much love to y'all. Much love and light to y'all. Enjoy y'all's week. If you love this and you feel like someone should hear it, it's going to be on my YouTube channel. So grab the link, send it to them. Hey, you need to watch this. You need to hear this. You need to vibe with this. And if you think someone should be joining us live, share the Eventbrite link so they can get the link for the live. Ashe. All right. Give thanks. Give thanks.